Hey Gun Geeks, I'm Destiny from Guns, Gear, and Fitness. And obviously, I'm interested in firearms, but I'm also a huge movie geek. And this video is going to center around those two loves together, guns and movies. Specifically, my top 10 things that movies get wrong about guns. Now, this is just a personal list, so if there are some things that I don't include, feel free to add your own in the comments. We'll start with number 10 being like the least ridiculous things that I've noticed that gun movies get wrong about guns, and we'll work all the way up to number 1, which will be the most just silly, ridiculous nonsense that I've seen about guns in movies. Starting with number 10, cocking a hammer on a Glock? Now, I definitely geek out when a character draws a firearm that I recognize. That's a game in and of itself. But then they bear down on the bad guy and I hear click, click, that very distinct sound of a hammer cocking. Problem is, Glocks are striker fired. They don't have a hammer to make that noise. Related to that is number 9, firearm drawing sounds. Now, I've practiced drawing a firearm because I concealed carry, so I like to have that motion in my muscle memory. So having performed that action a number of times, I have never heard any of the crazy metallic clicking and clacking and sliding sounds that you hear in movies when a character draws a gun. It's like shink, shink, click, 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 clink. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Let me get Professor Des over here to kind of better illustrate what I'm talking about. Hello students, I'm Professor Des. This is a Glock pistol. This particular one is a Copper Customs Glock 19. You'll notice here there is no hammer on the rear side of it because this is a striker fired pistol. I do have an example of a firearm with a hammer right here. This is the Smith & Wesson Model 500, and I'll put this close to my microphone so you can hear very distinct noise when the hammer is cocked. No hammer, no noise. Next lesson. Firearm drawing noise, lesson number 9. This is a leather holster by Savoy Leather. Inside is a Springfield 1911 Range Officer in .45. I'm going to hold this by my microphone so you can hear just how noiseless it is compared to the movie magic. Little bit of fabric sound. I'll do it once more. Fairly quiet, no metallic clicking or clacking or grinding. Let's try a different holster. This Aegis Armory holster, in which is held the Beretta M9, has Kydex as well as leather. I'm going to hold it by my microphone so we can compare the sound here. Let's move this clip. Ready? A little bit of plastic noise. We'll do it one more time though. Comparatively quiet to that Hollywood noise. No metal sounds whatsoever. Class dismissed. Number 8, silent suppressors. James Bond movies have done this. My favorite movie, Sin City, has done this. Throw a suppressor on a firearm and automatically it turns this loud like bang into a subdued thump. If you've ever shot a suppressed firearm, it's nothing like that. And I've shot suppressed pistols as well as suppressed rifles, and some of them can get pretty quiet, but nothing like what you hear in movies. Molly, show us this like super secret spy silenced suppressor. All right, Mr. Big Movie Producer, guys, you need to be listening up right now. Molly's about to lay a little sense on you. All right, check this out. Guns. You put a suppressor on them, not a different gun, okay? There's still an explosion. There's still a bang going to happen. Spend some money on that big Hollywood budget and find out what a real gun sounds like, all right? Really. I mean, you're supposed to be making all this money, doing all these action films. Please, figure out suppressors. Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. The next one is number 7, endless chambering. I don't know why I get a particular kick out of this one. I think it's funny that characters in movies a lot of times, when they're super serious about using their firearm, they draw it, right? And then they chamber around. Okay, I'm really gonna shoot now. I walked into the next room, chamber around. I just shot a bad guy. Okay, man, I really need to be prepared to shoot more bad guys. Better chamber around. It's just endless and needless. It doesn't make sense. Like clearing a malfunction, okay, that I'd get. Or even put in a mag rack around to make sure that you have a round in the chamber when you get started. But in movies, I swear, if they kept count of that, we'd have a ridiculous tally. There's just endless chambering. Recoilless firearms. This one is just even more ridiculous than the last few that we've talked about, but you see it everywhere, where no matter what caliber or if the firing is automatic or semi-automatic, doesn't matter. Recoil does not exist in Hollywood. One of my favorite examples is in Machete, where Lindsay Lohan's character uses a Model 500, and that's one of my favorite firearms. And even though I've been shooting it for a couple of years now, I don't think there has ever not been a time, whether I shot it one-handed or two-handed, that the gun didn't go almost completely vertical because the recoil is just massive. But in this particular clip of video that I'm thinking of from Machete, Lindsay Lohan just points the 500 and just boom, 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 3 in a row, like nothing. Molly's pretty cool. I'm sure she knows how to operate some of these firearms in this cool Hollywood way with all sorts of chambering and no recoil.
Alright, I spent like $12 on this toy here. And even this, chamber around, fire. Even this has a little bit of recoil. If you've ever fired any kind of real gun, real guns have real recoil. It moves back, it moves up, it changes how you're gonna fire the next round. Even a toy, chamber, reload, the round is gone. That's it. Once it's gone, once I've chambered that round, it's done. I can't keep rechamber. I'm gonna run out of ammo. Die.
Number 5 is knockdown power. What I mean by this is when a character takes a firearm, shoots at another character, and the guy who got hit, they go flying. That kind of stuff, that's not how it happens. But you see it in movies constantly. Number 4 is standstill shooting, or I like to call the stormtrooper effect. So the good guy stands still and just bam, 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 bam. They can get all the bad guys, but they could have like 10 dudes shooting at them at once, and they don't get hit by a single one of them. Hence the stormtrooper effect. I have a perfect example of this, not in a movie, but with Molly and Miss Budinsky. Let's see how that goes. Now, I don't like guns, but this one's for the environment. I like totally missed with every shot. OMG, this is dumb.
Excuse me? Are you pointing a gun at me? For real, are you pointing a gun at me? I don't think so.
Ooh, looks like that didn't work out very nicely for Miss Budinsky. Hope she's okay. We've made it up to my top 3 most ridiculous things about guns in movies. 3 is the instant death syndrome. I see this I especially like it in old movies just because it's very silly and that's just not how the real world works. But you know what? I think I heard hippie chick say she wanted to get in on this. Uh-oh, hope Miss Budinsky makes it out okay with this one. Climate change is America's greatest threat.
Sorry, I told that hippie chick she had to buzz off because Miss Budinsky and me, we got unfinished business. Miss Budinsky, are you still pointing a gun at me? Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? You're pointing a gun at me again? Oh no. Guess what?
Oof. Yeah, that didn't look very good for her. We have 2 more. Okay, we made it to the last 2. My favorites, personally. Endless ammo. I wish that this worked in real life, where no matter how many times you shoot, there's always going to be more rounds in your magazine. You could fire 100 rounds downrange, and don't worry, there will be more, just so long as you're in Hollywood. And then number one, the most ridiculous thing that I've seen about guns in movies is the dual wielding phenomenon. I've seen Lara Croft do it. It's ridiculous. In real life, there's a thing called recoil. You know what I'm talking about. If you're shooting one-handed, each gun in one hand, your recoil is going to go like this. That's a lot of guns clinking together. There's nothing practical about that, or efficient, or effective, or functional at all. It's completely ridiculous. And just to demonstrate how completely ridiculous this is, I've brought back, by popular demand, one of my most ridiculous acquaintances in the firearms world. Some may know her as Gun Bimbo. Oh my god, this is so cute! How do these even work? I am so good at this! Oh my god! Do you see how tough I am? Look how tough I am. Look, see? Oh, I'm so tough. Does this gun make me look hot? Oh my god, you know what would be better than just this one gun? It's really cute, but 2 guns. Do you want to see me shooting 2 guns? Oh my god, but wait. But first, let me take a selfie. Do you think I'll get a lot of likes from that? Maybe I should take another selfie. Oh yeah, that's definitely better. Okay, 2 guns. Oh my god, you guys, look at this. Oh my gosh, I am so tough. Shooting 2 guns, yeah. Check this out. This is so cool. Oh my god, these are so cute. Oh, I'm having so much fun. This is so adorable. Oh, I am so tough right now.